Wallet here. Welcome to my craft room. Oh, I just got to move that a little bit so I don't have this in my face. How is everybody tonight? Hello, hello, and welcome to my craft room. I am live, it says. We will get this shared into my group. And then we're going to have fun with the September paper pumpkin kit called Fall For Toile. There we go. All right, this goes in a new tab. Do that, go here. Okay, we got all the things happening now. I should be live on YouTube and in Facebook. Yay! Well, it's been a day of fun. Had a visit from the oldest grandson. He came over for a haircut. Grandma did a little snippy here and a shavy there. And he left after washing his car. But he didn't wash my car. I said to him, James, you're washing your car in my yard. He said, yeah. I said, well, if you have time before you have to rush off, mine's dirty too. Yeah, that didn't happen. Hello, Norma. So yeah, my car's still dirty. Oh well, I got to see the oldest grandson. That's more important than a clean car, right? Sorry, got an itch. All right. And I got crafty time. I got 2 of the cards done for November. My, what's it called? My Fun Fold classes. I'm going to have 2 classes in November. The usual club class and monthly tutorial subscription, which has 5 cards. They're all going to be fun folds. They're going to use different designer papers, and all you have to do is like add a sentiment, maybe 1 die cut, and you're good to go. The second one is going to be Christmas themed. And it's going to also be fun folds and 3 different ones from the 5. So I got 8 different fun folds happening in November. And there might be a surprise coming. Not going to say anymore, but I'm in negotiations. We'll see what happens. So it's not, my November classes are not ready for registration yet. I want to get the cards prepped first so I know that I can do them all before I tell you what I'm doing. Hello, Mary from Vegas. How's it in Vegas tonight? We had a lovely day here. I did my walk this morning. I had 2 Zoom meetings this morning and I stuffed my walk in the middle of them. And it was gorgeous out there. I didn't even have to wear a sweater that early this morning. Okay, here's my paper pumpkin kit. Let me just get that set up. There we go. This arrived last week sometime, and I didn't have it planned until tonight because I never know when this thing is coming, and I didn't want to plan it for last week and then have it not happening. Oh, good. It's not bad in Vegas tonight. It's getting cooler. Hello, Shannon. It was 26 there all day. Hello, Renee. Shannon, remind us where you're from. Comment to let us know where you're from. I may know where you're from, but not everybody does. You don't have to say your town. Just say Saskatchewan or Nevada or something, just so we know what part of the world you are joining us from. And time to open the box. I've already opened it and done a few things. So I got out 3 inside pieces because we're going to make 3 alternative cards. Shannon's in Calgary. Woohoo. Oh, must be 26 in Calgary at this time of the year. Wow, I'm impressed. Renee is from Western New York. Hello, Diane. Diane is from Saskatchewan. Okay, so these are the 3 cards that this kit makes, and they coordinate with the Autumn Toile suite, which is what I'm using this week for my Facebook Live cards. And I opened it so I could get the coordinating colors, and I've grabbed cardstock for bases, and I have the dies, the Abundant Joy dies. Nope, those are the new ones. I know they're in here. What did I do with them? Oh, I didn't get them out. Hang on. Okay, these are the Circles of Season dies. They coordinate with July, August, and September. And then the new ones came out October, November, and December. They are called Abundant Joy. And those are the ones that are going to coordinate with the next 3 months. So if you have a paper pumpkin kit and you would like me to order you one of these, let me know. And don't tell anybody. But if you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and you want a set of these, send me a message. We'll see what we can do for you. Shh, not supposed to say that. But it's a secret. You guys are good with that, eh? Probably snow before you know it. Yeah, right? Calgary is horrible for like snow in a dime. Hello, Connie. Connie's also from Nevada. Diane said it was 25 there and a beautiful fall day. Oh, I love this time of the year. I love it. And just before I came on live, Mama Deer and her 2 babies went sauntering down into our gully, and I got a family photo. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm going to take the dies out because I think we should use them. I don't think we've used them yet. And I think we should. So if I take them out, maybe we'll remember to, maybe I will remember to use them. Okay, put them there. The ink spot this time is Cajun Craze. So I have got my Cajun Craze ink pad out. Here's the stamp set, wishing you the happiest of days, thankful, warm wishes, thinking of you. And it coordinates with and has similar fonts to Amber Autumn, which is the one that I will be using tomorrow night for the fun fold. So see, they definitely coordinate with each other. And this has an acorn. So there's the top of the acorn. There's the bottom of the acorn. So I can't wait for our new stamp packaging to come out because I have saved all of my stamp sets from the past paper pumpkin kits. And what I usually do is fold this in half, wrap this in here, put them in a little plastic zip bag, and I store them. I write the date up there. So with the new ones, I'm not going to have to do that. These are going to fit right in them, and this is going to fit in here like that. So, and they're going to be that thin. So I'm excited about the new ones coming. Okay, so I just have to move my blocks out of the way here so I can start unpacking some stuff. So who has their paper pumpkin kit? All right. I'm going to start with dimensionals and glue dots. I don't use them. I save those for my seniors classes. I have a package with 3 ribbon things on it, and we're going to use them for at least one of the cards. So let's grab one of these out of here. So Thursday night is the Modern Festive Friends collaboration card with Denise Cox and I. And we were chatting this afternoon, and we're kind of excited about doing a class together. Okay, the envelopes are different. So we'll take that one and this one. Have one of each kind. And then the card bases, and they're different. So we'll take 1, 2, and 3. These ones are upside down. We have our 3 bases. Hello, Lena. Oh, Diane got hers, but hasn't had a chance to play. Lena did. Lena, have you made your cards, Lena? Do you do them, do you do yours the way they come, or do you do alternatives? Okay, that's going to go over there. So the envelopes, I'm just going to take the time right now to just fold these. These are plain. So it's a good thing in that stamp set we have something that we can put on the envelopes, because I hate naked envelopes. Okay, so the envelopes are ready. Here's the 1, 2, 3 card bases. And we'll need one of these. We need one of these. We need a thankful and a set of these. And I think the card uses 2 of them, if I remember correctly. And some pumpkins and a little fox. I think I should get some more of these and do them with my Timberline seniors. I think they would enjoy these ones. And there is refill kits available as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Using 2 of them. Okay, so they're only used on 1 card. I can get out 3 of them. And then we need this sentiment piece. Oh, you had your surgery. Oh, sending you healing thoughts and prayers, Lena. The good thing about paper crafting, and I tell people this all the time, it doesn't go bad. It just sits there and waits until you are able to do it. Okay, there we go. Got all of our pieces now. So the first card uses this base and this piece and thankful and the small circle. The second card uses this base and these and those and the ribbon and the big circle. And the last card uses that base and this and the pumpkins and the fox. All right. Okay, so for this one, I really, really, really want to do a really fun fold. I'm just trying to think here. I'm going to get my paper trimmer, and we're going to trim this in half. Whoops. I'm going to trim this in half, so I'm going to put the fold in the track of my paper trimmer, and we're going to cut it in half. And I think I'll use a pecan pie card base. And we'll cut this at 5.5. Oh, that's crumb cake. Nope, not crumb cake. Nope, not crumb cake. Apparently, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Hello, Alice. Hi, Sonia. Okay, have one cut already. So let me make sure it's 5.5. a little bit bigger than 5.5. So I'm just going to trim that down to 5.5. And then I'm going to score this at 4.25. So that's in half. And 2 1/8. Oops, sorry, I'm not showing you guys. And so it was at 4.25, and now I'm at 2 1/8, and I'm scoring it. And we're going to fold this way. We're doing a Z fold card, like that. And then this one's going to fold back like this. So I'm got a few Z folds, few different Z folds happening in November in my class. Okay, just gonna do this one last time this way. And then I'm going to take this, I'm going to cut it down to 5.25 by 4, and then I'm going to cut it in half. And then we're going to put this on here as a frame, and it's going to, you just wait. You just wait. Okay, so let's cut this down by, I like cutting the corners off that are rounded. So I'm going to cut this at 4 1/8, and that gets that side off. And then I'm going to turn it and I'm going to cut it at 4, and that takes any remnants of the fold off. So now I got 5.5 by 4. So we're going to trim, and I think I'll trim the top off and do that at 5.25. So now we have 5.25 by 4. That's looking good. Okay, now I'm going to slice it down the middle. So it's 4 inches. I am going to cut it at 2. Like that. You'd almost think I had this all planned out. That's because I've been playing with fun folds for the past 2 days. And I decided when I saw a picture of that frame, I decided that this is the way I want it to be. So we're going to put this on here and do it the frame all the way around. And that should meet right in the middle. So when I put this on, it should be, oh, look at that. I probably should have left this. Oh, wait, no, that's right. It's going to go right up against that like that. Okay, that needs to go over just a hair. Am I going to be able to lift it up? Yes, I am. So I think what I'll do is close this and use that as my guide. I'm going to go right up against that like that. There we go. And then this, I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. And then we're going to have a complete front on our card. So who's made this kind of card before? This is not my invention. Just saying. I saw this somewhere. Don't remember where. So there we are. So there's our front, and it meets nicely in the middle there. And then our frame is going to go on here like that and be attached on that side. So now I need to do a 2 by 5.25 piece for the inside. One moment, please. I'm warm. I have to take my sweater off. Oh, I didn't get my machine. I better go do that. because you never know. Open my window, get some fresh air. You never know when it's going to be, when I'm going to want to do some die cutting. Okay, so I need a piece. Do I have anything in my tickle trunk here? I call this my cardstock tickle trunk. That's not long enough, no. I think I've used all my 2-inch pieces. What is that? Oh, that's a 2-inch piece. Woohoo! Cut it down to 5 1/4. And that will go here, like that on the inside, but I'm going to do some stamping first. Did I get it the same length? I did. Whoa. Okay, so should I put the frame up on dimensionals? And then this you're supposed to stamp the acorns on. Stamp set. Acorns. I'm going to stamp the acorns on the inside. And wishing you a happiest of days, warm wishes, thinking of you. This is already stamped for me, and it says thankful. But I would like to do thinking of you. So I'm going to get a piece of early espresso. It's that one. Yep, that's wide enough. And I'm going to cut a piece that is 3/8 of an inch wide. Are you guys out there? You sleeping? Should I put that frame up on dimensionals? And I'm going to go get my white embossing powder. We're going to emboss tonight. Mary's taking notes and Alice is enthralled. Okay. Versamark ink. Get this out of the way. I do need a stamp pad or a block though. And we'll put these on a block so I don't lose them. Okay. Alice is going to say no to the dimensionals, and Norma, hello Norma. Norma says yes. There you go. So one says yes and one says no. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Dark on dark. That's my embossing powder out. Put the lid back on. Mary says, I was just checking because there was an alarm going off. I was making sure it wasn't hubby's truck. Mary says no dimensionals. Alice says put the sentiment on dimensionals. Okay, let's heat. Anytime now. I think my heat gun is getting worn out. This is my original heat gun that I've had for 18 years. Stampin' Up! Had them on sale at one point about 10 years ago, and I got myself a second one, and I've never even turned it on. Because actually it was a third one, because I also have one in my studio. Okay, so there's the sentiment. And I think I'm going to angle it and leave it straight on one side. Okay. Card. Come back. This on here. This on there. Oh, yes. But I'm going to take creative license and we're going to pop this up because I think it will look better. So I'm just going to take a pencil. That was my heat gun I just dropped. Apparently I may be using my new one after all. We got more no dimensionals than we'd have dimensionals, and I've overruled it. So I hope you guys don't get too mad that I've overruled you. I can't use them there. I like the texture that popping your pieces up on your card front gives your entire card. So that's why I'm taking creative license and I'm going to pop this all up. Okay, now this one. Do some strips. Along here. And one more. Okay. Oh, yes. Like that. Like that. And then this will be popped up, but flat on top of there like that. All right. We're going to take this. And my over-dimensionalizing self is removing 700 backings off of the 700 dimensionals I put on here. Okay, so let me check and make sure. Yep. Okay, so now this is going to go on here. Like, let's just make sure I'm getting it centered. Yeah, looks good. And get it straight. Oh, look, there's no dimensional showing. Shannon says she's a pop-up kind of gal too. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to put some adhesive there and put that on here like this. I think I'll put it there, line it up with the edge of that tree. And then I'm just going to stick a dimensional or maybe two underneath it. That way I don't have to measure. That's straight. Yeah. One more. I like lots of dimension on my cards. There we go. Now, I don't know about this thing. Like, maybe I should have put it underneath there. Think I can get those up again? I can. I could put that underneath here. Like that. What do you think? Oops. I put that underneath there like that, and then put this on top of it. Yes or no with the circle. And while you are deciding, we are going to stamp some acorns. As I get out my stamping paper. Yes to the circle or not to the circle? Oh, Alice says no. Connie says yes. Okay. I hadn't conditioned my stamp yet. That's why I did that. One little set of acorns on the inside, and this one belongs to this one. So we'll put a couple of acorns on the envelope too, because I never send out a naked envelope. There we go. Okay. No, yes, no, yes, no, no, no. Okay, I got more no's than yeses. What have we got in the dies that we can use? Nothing, because that's, I was thinking if we could cut something out of the brown foil. But there's nothing. Well, there's a little tiny leaf. So if we don't put that there, we could add a leaf. What about if I die cut? It'll be much smaller. I cut a leaf out of the brown foil. See this little tiny leaf? Too busy. Mary says, too busy. Quit farting around and do the card. Okay, I hear you. Put that back. We're not using that. Put that over there. We're not going to do any die cuts, so put that over there. We'll put the inside in. Then we have to put bling on because this kit does not have bling. So I'm going to grab the Cajun Craze, what are they called? And gold dots that are from the Autumn Toile suite. Oh. And we'll use these. Look at that. How easy is this card coming together? Okay. Out of the package. I had them out and then I had my catalog launch party and I put them all in the packaging so that I could display them. And now I have to take them all back out again. Have you guys got these ones? Cajun Craze with gold flecks in them? Maybe have the two smaller leaves bottom of the frame and below the frame. Could consider doing that. Okay, this is going to go. Okay, let me get a piece of that foil and we'll cut a couple of. And if we use them, we use them. And if we don't, we don't. So this is the earthen toned foil. And it is brown. I know it's really hard to see, but it's brown foil. I'll cut out a couple of these leaves and we'll see. If we don't use them, we don't use them. Stuck to my cutting plate. So they're very tiny. Oops. Very tiny. Now, put that back so I don't lose it. We might have to do 3. We could do this like that. And then an acorn would be too big. I wonder if I could fussy cut one of those acorns to put down there at the bottom. I'm going to grab a little piece of white out of my tickle trunk. See what it will look like if I fussy cut the acorn right up close like that. So did you guys read about the advent calendar that Stamping Up has come out with? 12 days of Christmas. And you open up a different door each day for 12 days. And there is coordinating products in there that go with the stamp set that they have created for it. I don't like it white. I don't like it white. Let's see what, I'm going to take the other one and see what light pecan pie does to it. Yep. Oh, Mary ordered it. Connie, did you order it? You just heard about it. Shannon ordered hers. I'm waiting till the 1st of October to order mine because I want my sales in the next year because I'm kicking off my quest for Costa Rica. So I'm going to order it on the 1st of October when the Stamping Up year rolls around. Okay, I need to make it darker at the top. So grab the dark pecan pie. Oh, Lena ordered it. Connie ordered it. Woohoo! I can't wait. So tell me if you ordered it, or you are going to order it, or you may order it, or if not, would you wait 12 days and open one a day? Or would you, oh, that's cute. Or would you open them all up when you get it? I'm just putting a little bit of glue on here so I can put the leaves on, and then we'll put the acorn over top. And then we'll be done. Oh, I have to put bling on because I took the bling off. I am very tempted just to whip those suckers open and find out what's in those drawers. Norma would wait. Renee ordered a lot this past quarter, so any ordering I do has to be after October the 1st. I hear you. Mary plans on opening one a day. Oh, God, you guys. I did not want to take a chance of it selling out. No, I would open them all. That was Connie. Alice said, I think I would open one each day. Shannon says, probably all at once. Lena says, open them all. Diane, not sure if I could wait. I can't. I want to know what's in that sucker. Okay, there. That kind of finishes off that card down there in the corner, doesn't it? That looks cute. Okay, now bling. Where did I put it? Uh-oh, I lost the bling. We're going to put one here. And we're going to put a medium one here. And we'll put a little one up here. There we go. There's our card. Brenda's going to order it and open one a day. Oh, we'll open them one at a time. Oh, man, you guys are more disciplined than I am. Okay, there's our first card. What do you think? Yes? No? I love it. I think it's awesome. Okay, we'll put that one off to the side. And I'm just going to trim that off and save that because you never know when I'm going to use it. Put this away. Stamp. Stamp over there. I'm organizing so that I can go on to the next one. Scissors. And I didn't use the thankful, and I didn't use this. So that's still on the table for the next ones. Okay, card number 2 is this one. Oops, and the big thing. So this one is supposed to be, put that in there. This one is supposed to be one set of these there, one set of these here, 2 of these. Wait. One set of those that way. One set of those that way. 2 of these there. The ribbon in half down here. And then the circle on the top. So that's what this card is supposed to look like, sort of. Hi, Pat. Oh, thanks, ladies and gentlemen. I should just say thanks, everybody. Okay, now, what shall we do? What shall we do? How about if we do a center step easel card? What do you think? Would it work? What color should I use for the base? What color should I use for the base? I have pecan pie, early espresso. I don't think either one of those. I have crumb cake and Cajun craze. How about Cajun craze? Oh, look, I already have a card base cut for that side. Yay! So this one is going to take some finagling because there's stamping and cutting, and I think that'll look okay, right? Yeah. Okay, put that over there. Put these over there. Put these over there so I don't lose them. Now, this is 4 1/4 by 11. And I am going to score. So my cutting blade is way off. I'm going to score at 1 inch. Hang on. I have a template that I just happen to have on my table. So let's, and I don't want to do this. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to score it from I'm going to cut it from 1 to 6.5 at 1 inch. 1 inch. And I'm going to cut it. I have to stand up because I can't see. Okay, that's at 1. And I'm going to put that down at 1 inch. I'm going to cut from 1 inch to 6.5. And then I'm going to put it to this side, and I'm going to cut from 1 inch, from 6.5 back to 1 inch. Okay, now move the cutting blade out of the way. So I just did that cut. So now we're going to score at 1 inch, 2 inches, and 6.5. So we're going to turn it this way. And I'm going to line it up at 1 inch. Oh, let's do it this way because then we can just keep going. 1 inch. And I'm going to score up to the cut line. And then I'm going to lift it up, and I'm going to score it from the cut line out to the edge. And then we move it to 2 inches and do exactly the same thing. Score it up to the cut line, lift it up, score from the cut line to the top. And then we're going to move it along to 6.5. So 6.5. And I'm going to, which is right at the top of that cut. And we're going to score it there. Lift it up, score it there. And then at 5.5, we're going to score in between those two cut lines. Okay, let me see. Did I get all the score lines? Yep. All right. So now you push in, out at the bottom and in on the next one. And then you push out and out. And there we have our center step easel card. Just burnish all your fold lines. There we go. Now, get the sizes for all my pieces. So first of all, I am going to cut the card base. It's going to fill the center like that. So I need to cut it to hang on. 5.25 by 5.25 by 2.25. So first of all, we'll cut this down the center. And then we're going to trim this to 5.25. And then the 1 inch piece, there's 1 inch pieces on the side. So I'm going to cut that to, I think I might want it a bit wider or a bit narrower, but Yeah, 3/4 of an inch. So first of all, I'm going to cut a 3/4 of an inch piece. And then I'm going to cut, what did I say this was going to be? 2 inches. Okay, 2 inches. 2 inches. And then another 3/4 inch piece. So now if you're using designer paper, like I'm using this as designer paper, this card base, but if you're using designer paper that has a pattern, then you'll be able to have your pattern all the way across if you cut it like this. Okay, so then this piece I'll save, I might use it on the inside. So now this one is going to go here in the center. And these two are going to go on the side, but they're a little bit too long. So I need to cut these down to, I think, 4 inches. Let me just measure this. Yeah, need to cut them down to 4 inches. And it doesn't really matter what the bottom is. Maybe I'll go 4 1/4. And then if they're too long, I can always cut them off. Now, if you have a pattern for your designer paper and you want to continue your pattern all the way through, then you would be careful which end of this you cut off. For this, it doesn't matter because it kind of looks like linen. Yeah, this was 2 1/4, so I wanted the centerpiece to be 2. So this is 4 inches, so that's going to go in there like that. And then we have this. And then we have this. And then we'll put 1, 2. And I'm going to put this on the front. So I'll move these over a bit. Put this on here like that. And do the sentiment on that. And then we have the ribbon. I don't like doing this with the ribbon. Does anybody like that for the ribbon? Would be up further. Pop up those leaves. Yeah, we'll get dimension happening. Don't worry about it. And then, oh, I need a piece down there. So we have this piece left over, which is just going to fit in there perfectly. Look at that. Look at that. So now when do I want to cut that off at? I want to cut that off at 4 inches. See, don't throw nothing away till you're done your card. No ribbon? Yeah. I'm thinking we could do ribbon, but I don't like it that way. I'm wondering if we could put it on here, maybe cut it a bit smaller and put it underneath the leaves. Oh, that would be all right. I think that would look nice. Just have it the same, like go right to there. So where's my ruler? What size do I need to cut this off? So it's going to angle that way. So I need to cut it at 4 inches. Get my ribbon scissors. And use my grid paper here. That's 4 inches there. Put it at 4 inches and then angle the edge. Okay, let's put this together and see what we can come up with. Because I think that looks pretty cool. And I still have one of those left. Maybe we'll put it on the inside. Put this on. the front. Thank you. I'm getting lots of that. Looks good. Okay, then you open this up like this to put these side pieces on. That. And one on the other side. Now, if you wanted to, you could cut this shorter so that it shows the designer paper, the cardstock, and when you put this on, you could cut it so that it only comes to there. Then you see that little bit of the cardstock poking through. But I'm doing it this way. Now, is that straight? It'll do. Okay, and now we'll put this on the bottom. Put that on the bottom. Okay. If you close it, then you can get the ends to match up. Hopefully, I cut it right. Oh, look at that. It does too. So there you go. Now, wouldn't that look nice if you had, what's that paper that it has the pattern in it? You know, the one with all the flowers? What's that designer paper called? Anybody know? I can't remember. I'm putting Wink Estella on this. I didn't put it on the first card. Oh no. Just some Winky just down the center of the leaves. Just a little bit. And a little bit there. There we go. Now that is going to go right there. So we're just going to put a little bit of adhesive right there. Hopefully that's in the right spot. There we are. Okay. Now, tell me, leaves flat and this popped, or leaves popped and that flat. Now, what are we going to stamp on there? What are we going to stamp on there? Will that fit on there? Oh, it will. Yay. Wishing you the happiest of days. We just turned it in to a birthday card. Pop the leaves. I don't know. I think, I don't know. I'm going to stamp this. Anybody else got an opinion? Of pop the leaves, not pop the leaves, pop the sentiment, not pop the sentiment. Head over there where it's not going to. Only Alice is telling me what she thinks I should do. Okay, well, popping it is. Now, gotta. Hello, Carol. Are you feeling better? Okay, we have leaves, sentiment, leaves, leaves, sentiment, not leaves. My tendency would be to put these flat and just pop the sentiment. Oh. Oh, that's the same size. I really, really want to put, what if we put a brown foil circle underneath this circle? I need to cut a piece, 2.5. 2.5. Two. Five, 2. Oh, you had strep throat? Oh, that sucks. Strep throat is terrible. It feels like you're swallowing glass. So if I put that on there like that, and then I cut all the way around that, it would have a layer. Oh, yes. Going to cut this right on the edge of that brown line. And I do believe this is in, whoops, cut a little bit too much there. This is in early espresso, this line. So I'm going to get my early espresso marker. And I'm going to go around the outside. Oops, go around the outside. And get rid of all those the white bits. You know, when you cut, no matter how careful you are, you're always going to have little white bits in that cutting. Perfect. So you take your Stampin' Write marker. You could probably do this with blends, but blends have a tendency to migrate into your paper, and I don't want it to migrate to my paper. So, oh, that's foil. It's okay. This will do. I'm just going around the edge. Apparently that's brown foil in there. There. Now we're going to put this on its flat. I still haven't decided if I'm popping, what part of this I'm popping. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, we're popping. We're popping. Okay, so this is going to go like that. Dimensionals. We're just going to put some dimensionals on this. And we'll pop that there. That's going to go right up. Uh-oh. I think I have a dimensional in the wrong spot. Yep. This dimensional here is poking out. Can you see it there? It's poking out. So I have to get rid of it. It's in the wrong spot. Just move it over a bit. There we go. Okay, same thing on this one. I'll just put them in the middle, and then I can always go in and add ones that I need to. That's going to go on there like that. It's another one underneath there. I'm going to have to do a relatively easy one for my third card. How are we doing for time? Well, it's only been an hour. I might be giving you sneaky peekies of a couple of the fun folds for my November class. So those of you that are taking notes or go back and watch the replay, you might be in the know. Still need one right there. Okay, there we are. That's popped. Now we put some adhesive on these. And we're going to put those right about here. One there. And one there. Where did I put my sentiment? Come back here. Okay. And that's going to be flat because I think if I pop it up, it'll be too fat. And I don't want a really fat card. This looks funny. It needs something. What does it need? What does it need down there? Maybe I should have cut that. Okay. Metallic brown. Oh, you mean a strip of the metallic? That one's too wide. Like that. How about if we take the metallic and die cut an acorn? And of course, I can't get the die out. Come on. I still think I need to remove that and cut that off there. The smaller leaves in, oh, the fox. Yeah, I haven't used the fox. It's on the third. It's supposed to be on the third card. I don't know. That might be a bit on the big side. Oops, sorry. My embossing plates just fell on the floor. Oh, that would be fun to do, to emboss that designer paper too. Of course, it's a little on the late side. Could put a row of these down there. Oh, I still want to see if I can get this up. I think it would look much better if I cut that off. Let go of me. Thank you. I want to cut it down so that it is even with that line there. So I want to cut off 3/4 of an inch. I might end up completely ruining this card. We'll see. Come on. Can you helter-skelter some small leaves across the helter-skelter? Do you mean random? Me and random are not friends. Okay, so I'm going to use this and I'm going to cut 3/4 of an inch off the bottom. And now my fingers are all sticky. We're going to put this back. And when I put it on, I'm going to line that up with that. So apparently I cut it the right size. Now we'll put this one back on. Oh, that looks so much better. Don't you think? Don't you think that looks better? I do. I do have to put a little bit of glue underneath here because, oh, there's a leaf under there. A little sucker. A little bit of glue here just to hold it down from where I lifted it up and it curved. Okay, so Alice says to put helter-skelter leaves down here. I need one more. I need one more. I need one more. Should have cut it out of the center of that. That would have been a smart thing to do, wouldn't it? One more. So I'm kind of excited because hubby and I have a trip planned to go to Tofino on Sunday. Oh yes, good choice. And there was an ad on the Tofino Facebook page, one of the ones I follow, that one of the restaurants there. Oh, cut it out of the unicorn. That would have been smart too, Norma. Is having a special burger this week, cod cheek burger. I've never eaten cod cheeks. I think that would be cool, but I don't know what their week is, whether it's Monday to Sunday or so. I'm going to send them a message and see. Because it's at the Wildside Grill at the, not their one where the chocolate tofino is. It's their other location, the one that's in, I think it's Pacific Sands, which is where we spent our 25th wedding anniversary. Does this need to go in here like that? No. So I think it would be fun to go there and have a cod cheek burger. Here we go. Ta-da! And then on the inside, I think this is 4 1/4 by 4. Let's see what I got in my tinkle trunk. Is that 4? Nope, it's only 3 1/2. Nope, not wide enough. What about this one? No, that's only 3 1/2. What about this one? Whoops, that. So this is 4 inches. So I need to cut a piece that is 4 1/4. 4 1/4. Apparently I didn't cut that very well. Okay, now, where are those acorns? Oh, we could put this on the inside. Yep, we're going to use this. Or we could use this. Going to use the acorn. A small what on the side, Diane? Putting some glue on this. There. The top. Like that. Got an acorn on the inside. Now the envelope is interesting. I got the wrong envelopes. Hang on. I did too. Where's the envelope? Put this inside. When you're putting the inside in one of these cards, you have to make sure that you stamp the inside the proper way because it's 4 inches here and 4 1/4 long. And should we put that on the envelope? No, I think I'll just stamp some acorns on the envelope. Just like I did for the other one. Okay, where did I put my stamping paper? Oh, I've got such a mess here, people. Where did I put my stamping paper? Did I put it away? Oh, I did. Thanks, Alice. Okay, there we go. And we'll finish off with some bling. That will just finish this off to perfection. One up there. Ta-da! There is card number 2. So we have 1 and 2. Does anybody else look at this tree and think you're going blind or something? I don't know. There we go. Okay, card number 3. Let's see what we can come up with. We got the fox. If you guys are enjoying my video, I would appreciate it if you would hit the emojis. If you're watching on Facebook, hit one of the emojis. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the thumbs up. Please and thank you. Okay. What should we do with this one? What shall we do? Don't know. Well, apparently the card has to go this way. So it's supposed to be this and this and the pumpkins and the fox. And then thinking of you goes up here. That's what the card is supposed to look like. I'm thinking that I don't like this though. I like that. That was nice on there. Can I fussy cut the top around the corn? No. That would take a lot of time because there's a lot of ins and outs and you'd have to go way down here and no. No. I don't know what to do with this. I don't want to do another fancy fold. Okay, maybe we need to cut hello. Put hello up here in the corner. And we'll do that in brown foil. And we'll have the pumpkins. And maybe we'll put the fox hiding in behind the pumpkins. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. Look. I like it. Make a good easel card. Oh, Connie, another fun fold. It would. It would make a nice easel card. Oh, well, I guess we're making another easel card. An eclipse card? Oh, how would you do an eclipse, Lena? What would you cut out of that? Do this? Oh, we could do that, Lena. We could cut this out of there and pop that up, but color in the piece that we cut out. Ooh, wouldn't that be fun? Shall we try it? Heck yeah. Okay, first of all, I want to see where I should cut it. Because I really like seeing this little fox peeking out. See, it's going to interfere there. Cut it out right there. And then color just a little. Layer with countryside corners. Yeah, they're retired, Shannon. I don't have them anymore. I'm going to do it. I'm going to cut it right there. If it doesn't work, we've got another one that we can work with, right? It's too late now. I've cut it. Okay. Off of there. Now with eclipse cards, you got to be very careful with all your pieces, because you might want to put the pieces back in. Where's my pokey tool? There it is. Come on. Ouch. Oh, this is going to be difficult to get dimensionals on. Okay, so now, um, get a green. What color green? Old olive. I'll put this back in here till so I can figure out where the leaves are. Oh, that's going to be hard. Okay, I'm changing my mind. Instead of coloring, I'm going to take hang on, I'm getting a blending brush. Crumb cake. Let's try crumb cake. It might be too light. We might have to go a darker color. Oh, that's a good idea. Alice says, what about cutting 3 layers in white and a layer instead of dimensionals? Good idea. And I will use thick basic white. Gold foil behind the hello. That would be cool. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's put this back in here and see if it shows up a little. Oh, it does. That added a little bit of color to it. Okay. And do you want gold foiled, Shannon, or the brown foil? I know this piece is too big, but do that. And then put this in here. It will show through parts of it. And I'm going to get some thick basic white. And we'll cut 2 more hellos out of thick basic white. Brown, says Shannon. I forgot to clean my dye out before I did that. Are those going to come out of there? Oh, yeah. One more. I might have to do 4 to get it up high enough. One more. Okay. That's back on there so I don't lose it. silicone mat. Okay, and this one. So I need to put glue on the back of 3 of them. So I can layer them all together, and then we'll put glue on the back of the last one. So this is an eclipse card with a twist. So the trick to doing this is to put them together while the glue is wet. So you can move them around a bit. Okay, there's 2 layers. And there's glue all over my fingers. And 3rd layer on. This is a much easier way to pop things up when you've got skinny things. Okay, let's just put this in here. Nope, needs the last one. Needs number 4. So you're tired, ready to leave yet? There we are. So that's nice and thick now. It'll be popped up a little bit, and then we'll have the brown foil underneath it, like that. Okay, but I'm going to have to, it doesn't stand out enough. I'm going to add different ink on there. I feel like it needs some green. Needs some old olive. Let's see if I can find I have an old olive. Soft sea foam. Oh, what's this one? Ah, there it is. Darken the edges. Ooh. Ooh. Mary. Good idea. Get that marker out again. See if this is going to work. Got to be careful that I don't color where I don't want it colored. don't usually do it from the front like this, but this is working. You see how I'm doing this? Oops. Okay, let's have a look. That helped, but I still think it needs some green on it. I might completely ruin it. Okay, where did I put the green? Because I know I got it out. Instead of white, could one of the layers be darker? Yes, it can, but you won't see it because they're exactly the same size, Mary. So you won't see the darker one. That's going to make it stand out. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now, I'm thinking early espresso card base. Of course, I don't have one cut. And score it at 4 1/4. And then we'll cut this down. And then we'll put this on here. Like that, with this in behind. And then we'll put the pumpkins and the fox. How about that? That looks good. Okay. Let's cut this. First, I'm going to cut it down the center. And then we're going to cut one side off. I like doing it this way because I find these have rounded corners. So 4 and 8. So I'm cutting 1/8 of an inch off of all 4 sides. Get it down to the color I want. And no rounded corners. Okay. This we'll put on. And I don't think this needs to be quite this big. No. So I need to cut it off at 1 3/4 of an inch. We'll just tack that in behind there like that. Some glue on here, and this will help hold down those little bits as well, the flaps from the die cut. There we go. Okay, now we'll put this onto our card. Make sure it's opening right. And then this is going to pop in there like that. So we need to put some more glue on there. Lots of glue being used in this card. Oh, look at that. Look at how cool that is. Oh, I like it. I like it. Okay, so if I put the little box behind the pumpkins and then pop both of them up. That's going to go right there, like that. There we go. Dimensionals. How many dimensionals can Glenda put in this little tiny fox? And then the other part, so I can get a piece on his tail so his tail doesn't get ripped off. I'm going to put Wink Costello on that hello. That's going to pop up there, like that. Put Stella on the hello. And that also helps smooth that old olive ink out a bit. Everybody deserves to have a little bit of Wink Costello on them. Well, it's been a marathon tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have enjoyed our September Paper Pumpkin alternative cards. What do you think? Can I get it up so you see the bling? Oh, that's so pretty. Now, where did I put the insides? Because we have to put the inside. In this one, I'm going to get the pumpkins. And I'm going to stamp them. I don't want to stamp them in Cajun Craze. How about early espresso, and then we'll color them. So, Lena, what a good choice for, oh, maybe I won't color them. Maybe I'll just do a whole row of them. What a good choice for this card. That worked out really well. Just put a whole row of pumpkins on there. Same thing here. Ta-da! You know, when I first started doing these paper pumpkin alternative crafting on the fly, as Frenchie says, it scared me because it's like, what if my brain fails me? What if I don't come up with anything? So far, that hasn't been the problem. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so tell me, do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite card that we've made tonight? Which one? Which one? Huh. I think we used all the pieces. Oh, that needs to be glued down a bit more where I took it up. I think we used all the pieces really well. We've added the stamp set. We added the die cuts. We did a little bit of embossing. Aw, thanks, Lena. But it was your suggestion. Pat likes number 3. Lena likes the tree. Alice likes all of them. Mary likes the first one. Yes, and I have you throwing ideas at me. Yes, absolutely. This eclipse one was a wonderful brain idea. Thank you. I think it turned out really nice. All of them too hard to choose. All of them, I love them all. Well, thanks so much, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed our journey of the September Paper Pumpkin alternative cards. And I do appreciate all of your insight and suggestions on these cards. You know what I didn't do? I'm going back to the dark side. We didn't put bling on this one. Got to put some bling on here. These cards just need bling this month. Some months they don't need bling, but these ones do. These ones need some bling. One there, and we'll put one here. There we go. We have rocks. Rocks on our road. There we go. 3 little blingies at the bottom there. Okay, now I'm done. Now I'm done. I promise I'm done. Teamwork makes the dream work. Absolutely. Thank you. All right. So thanks, ladies. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. I will be back tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time in my VIP group and on YouTube with a fun fold using I think it's it is the Amber Autumn fun fold tomorrow night. It's called a book binding explosion card. So I hope you can join me. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you soon in my craft room. Stamp and smiles. Bye for now.